Motion graphics is one of the most visually appealing skills, like this, and etc. And this is a documentary about me learning motion graphics. Starting from the first day, I just watched Zane video to get a briefly knowledge about motion graphics and nodes. But honestly, learning itself is quite boring if without any practical test. So I opened my DaVinci Resolve and tried to actually make something. I always think that 3D animation is a pretty cool stuff. So the first thing I do is just 3D environment. I just play with the image plane 3D and the 3D camera. Therefore, I've made a simple zoom in 3D animation is about Mikochi and Sui-chan. And this is the result. Okay. I know it looks kinda sucks, but it still feels good to achieve something new. On the second day, I started to replicate Zane motion graphics, and it was terrible. First off, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm adding this node. Apparently, there's something called macros in the Fusion page. It's kind of like a node tree that are already well made by other people. So I've downloaded some text plugins and Bevel plugins, which is from Vortex and Hope. The most important thing is it's free. So I'll put it down in the description below. You guys can go and download it. Back to the main thing. Although I follow step by step as the video shown, but the result is different and terrible. For example, when I'm following this how to edit stunning motion graphics in DaVinci Resolve tutorial, I want to put this colorful light node into the rectangle mask so that they can appear the same position and size. But it just can't because this colorful light resolution doesn't fit. Yeah, when I figured this out, it's already a few days later. So I ended up redo again and again. On day 3, I followed how to edit 3D Apple animations tutorial, and I tried to make a 3D animation about Apple. Things were going well at first, but at the end I realized something. Today is day 3 of learning motion graphics, and things aren't going well. So the main problem is my DaVinci Resolve is keep crashing out. So I started to concern that I wouldn't able to finish a single project. Okay, so as you can see, this is my current progress. So I've made the 3D environments, but whenever I adjust the inspector and my DaVinci Resolve is gonna crash out. So let's say we adjust this face time thing. I'm gonna add the corner radius to make it like round a bit. We scale down a little bit. Yeah, so the DaVinci Resolve will crash out like this, so I can't even have a further progress. After that, I kept watching Zane's video and made a simple 3D animation. Although the crashing out issue is still remaining. The next few days I just kept replicating Zane's motion graphics, and I feel like I'm starting to get a hang of it. So today is 3 days later, and I've made some motion graphics in these 3 days, and I think I started to have some clues about making motion graphics. It's like whenever I see a motion graphics and I kinda have the idea how to replicate it, so it seems like I'm really leveling up. So I've replicated some more motion graphics, and I think it's time to challenge something new. So the first thing I do is I went on Pinterest to search some motion graphics to replicate without having a tutorial. And then I realized that these guys on Pinterest, this ain't a skill-based match. I'm not even ready for this shit. Okay, so just now I went on Pinterest and tried to look some reference because I want to make my own motion graphics, and I realized that my level is not even there yet. I mean, it's kind of obvious I'm still stuck, but how the hell am I supposed to achieve like that? Is that impossible? Apparently their motion graphics is way more complicated. It has the visual guidance and like there's too much thing going on. But no matter how, I still want to create my own motion graphics. まあとりあえずやってみようか。So I gave up the idea of replicating others' motion graphics and I decided to create my own motion graphics. I tried to brainstorm how I want the graphics move and what visual design I'm gonna use and write it down on a paper. After finishing the concept, I just started straight away. Hello everybody, so today is the next day. So yesterday I made my own first original motion graphics and it took me about 4 hours. Yeah, so here's the result. So the idea for this motion graphics is based on a song called Thank You, 水星は夜をまたいで. I personally like it very much. It's Sweet-chan's song. As you can see, it's not a perfect motion graphics because there's a lot of things I still haven't figured out, like the flow, the keyframes thing. Yeah, so anyways, this is like almost the end of the journey because I've reached the last step, which is create my own original motion graphic. But that one is kind of sloppy, right? So I decided to make one more. So the last one, I'm gonna put all of my effort and everything I learned in the past few days, or probably like 13 or 14 days now. And I hope the motion graphics can make me feel satisfied and make a good ending for this video. So without any further ado, little did he know, things ain't going that smooth. So I was doing the same thing, writing down all my thoughts on a paper, but I still don't have strong concept about the motion graphics. Okay, so apparently I'm having a serious problem right now. Like I already think about how does the motion graphics gonna work or the flow, but the main thing is I can't decide what I'm gonna make about. Like the first one is about Suisse. It's about a song music, so I just came out a music playback screen and that's it. But now the problem is I don't know what I'm gonna make. So I've been thinking that should I just make another about Hololive or maybe like product commercial. Like I don't really know. So I was making the motion graphics while simultaneously thinking what I'm gonna do next. By the way, this is a terrible way to do things. モノマネしないでくださいね. And after 3 days of hard working, this is the final result. Did you guys see the last word? Subscribe. Go on. I'm waiting for it.
Why aren't you subscribing?
Okay, so jokes aside, as you can see, this motion graphics, I use a lot of reference and I also applied other techniques into it. So what do y'all think about this motion graphics? For me, is definitely not perfect because there's a lot of things I need to learn, and my computer sucks, okay? I can't even check the result when I'm doing it. It's too laggy. And if I really want to check the result, I need to wait approximately 30 minutes to an hour. Depends on the amounts of nodes I use and the length of the fusion composition. So it's not worth it for me to fix it several times because it takes too much time to actually load the result out. And that's pretty much for this video. This video takes a lot of time and efforts to make it, so you better give me 1,000 views or 10,000 views, okay? And also I'll drop Zane's channel in the description below. W YouTuber, go and subscribe him. If this video can inspire you to learn motion graphics, I'll be very happy for it. I hope y'all enjoy it. それじゃまたね。バイバイ。